Okay, we have a Samsung np300 3.7a, and it's a motherboard. It's a new motherboard, so we're going to attempt that now. I need where's that bit of plastic? I'll use that just for the, so I don't scratch it. Right, first things first. Okay, unlock. Why do you use three hands? Ridiculous. Right, every screw's got to come out from underneath, so we're checking which ones, because it's the motherboard. And it's the first thing that goes in to the two halves of the laptop before it's even put together. I'm going to undo this because there might be some screws underneath the hard drive. Maybe not, but I've not worked on this one before because it's only about a year old, this one. Looks brand new actually. If it is brand new, then it's outrageous that the motherboard's gone already. Not charging. There's only one other laptop online in all the parts when I was looking for a new one, and that had stopped charging. The guy got it fixed and it did it again. He said it did it again a few weeks later. So whether he didn't get it fixed properly or whether it's an inherent problem, well, obviously it is an inherent problem, because I have come across the only two now, and both of them are not charging. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's quite a few of them out there that have got the same problem. I'm just one small guy down in Hagging Island, and if I've got two of them at the same time, I haven't got two of them, but I've got one in my hands, and there's one online being sold right now. So, at the same time, basically, two with charging problems. Same problems that the HP have, which they won't address. They have a overheating problem due to their lack of decent heat seeking capacities, and they're not addressing it. They're not addressing the people that have got the problems. Okay, they've taken a bunch of them, I think there's half a dozen or so particular numbers, a range of numbers they use, you can send them back, but it's affected all of them. The problem is almost right across the board with Hewlett-Packard and hence Compaq, because they purchased them. So yeah, if you build in obsolescence on these things, you should pay the bloody price. You build a system that's obvious it's not going to work. You've got one piece of copper going through an intensive graphics card and a processor. It's going to give you problems. It's like putting a bloody fur coat around a capacitor. It's bound to overheat. if you make it of iron instead of quickly dissipating metal like aluminium or copper. Right, what we got? Right, that's all the screws from underneath done. Let's just pull the hard drive out before it falls out. Okay, so we get one of these that rises at the front. Yes, it is. Okay, so okay, I need to pull that off. I can't get a hold of it. It might do one of this, but come on, come out with it. Okay, so why the hell don't you want to come out? Right, 640 gig hard drive. No screws underneath, so I didn't really need to take it out, but you don't know that. You never know. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing apart. Right. Need to okay, this is not coming apart as easy as I thought it would. I'm going to just press the button a few times before I start venturing inside. This is the on button, and I'll discharge the motherboard completely. Is there a screw in there? Yeah, the only one I didn't do. First port of call, and it's the only one I didn't do. That is so typical. That is so typical. Is there one in there? No. Okay. 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 A bit of answer to this, I suppose. coming apart so easy as I thought it would. And this should just, I should just prise my fingers in this gap and put it apart. And yet it doesn't want to know. And what the hell's holding it apart? Together, I mean. What is holding it together? But I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. Okay. At least I can get a start in there. Okay. Once it starts, it's pretty good. All good. Aye. Yes, it must have little slots on this bit. So if you tilt it in the crack and that way, in the crack and that way, all the way along, and it starts to come off. So, okay. There's one bit in there. Card, don't want to mark it. Come on in, come on, come on, come on. Right, let's see if I can pull the other bit off too. Okay, this bit's come off. Let's put this back on. It seems to want to slide all over the place. And create a bit of friction here. Right, okay. So we just got to get behind here now. Yes, yes, yes. There you go. One base off. That was relatively painless. And the motherboard stuck on in there. That's quite a good design. Quite a good design. So let's take the RAM out while we're here. Okay, I'm going to fight me. Fight me. Fight me or bite me. Right, one. And shouldn't really use metal on this. But I'm not actually touching. Jesus, this is why are they so hard? Pull out. Come out, you bloody swine. They weren't easy to get out. Let's just loosen this with a decent screwdriver. I've lost my best screwdriver. I had one of these with a rotating head, which is kind of handy because you stick your hand on there like that and you put your pressure on there and you can use your fingers free to turn it. But this one's a little on the small side, and the one that I use for all my screws I've lost. How the hell I lost it I don't know. my gut feeling is someone's lifted it, because I looked underneath all my tools, all my piles of crap that I've always got on my desk, because I do my repairs in front of everyone so they can see exactly what's being done. There's pros and cons for that, obviously. At least the guy who's having the PC, or girl that's having the PC done, knows exactly what they're being charged for if they decide to hang around and watch it. There's no hidden charges. But obviously when things are not going right and you can't seem to fathom out what the hell's wrong, which happens now and then, that's not so good. Because they think you as a guru or an expert in the field, which you can't be in this field, because it's changing, it's dynamic, it's changing so much. You could never be a full expert. I've got the benefit of having done a physics degree and know how these things work at the atomic level, so I know what sort of behaviour to look out for sometimes, and that's very helpful. But they still make me feel like a bloody apprentice sometimes, these things. Still make me feel like an apprentice. Which after all these years, I've been working on them since bloody 1980. Well, the first one, late 1979. But was it the SX100, if I remember? The SX100, if I remember. It's, these things here, these rotate upwards, so be very careful how you tilt them at both ends, because if they break off, you're stuffed. It's very difficult to replace, quite apart from the obvious of being a pain in the arse having to wait for one single little bit like that to come in, even if you could replace it. Right. What we do is, because not all of these holes have screws in them, see, that's decided to stop working, has it? Yeah, see it just go. I think I better change to my other ice. Yes, that was writing too. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Is that? No, I shouldn't have done that one. So who was doing it? Yeah. I didn't put the red mark on there because there wasn't a screw in there, and also there wasn't a screw in there either. should have done straight away. Even as I was putting them in, on that wasn't a hole. I've just taken the screw out off. Anyway, we have another one still in, do we? Has it been held in by something else? No, okay. Right, let's just take this wireless guide out. That's pretty small wireless guide. See, that's what I mean about this. Not being big enough. Not man enough. You can see the difference in the two, look. And you can see the difference in diameter, hence the posi end, or Phillips as we used to call it in this country. Right, we have to this up and pull this up. Hi. I'll just pause this for a minute. Right. Right, so taking that off, taking that off, taking that off. This one is one of these ones you pull out with your fingernails or with two screwdrivers. Just gently prise it across like that. Like that. Another cable there we're checking out. There's one here, notice, so we need to lift this up now. Okay, oh wait, another one, that's the screen. So we lift this up and over. Okay, it comes right through. It's one of these you lift up, so what we need to do now is get that flat one and that flat one, and here, and just gently prise it up, rotate. That's it. It's easy to get hold of it in the middle and pull it, and if you pull it too hard, you've got a finger resting on the motherboard to stop your hand flying away, you break it. It's just not worth the hassle for the damage it can do. And that's the old motherboard. Okay, so we need that as well to put on the new motherboard. Again, grab all the leads and pull it out. You'll be left with the leads in your hand and the plug still in there. So I've got a set of purpose designed. I bent them myself. Touching, see that? So you can grab things. In fact, it's done it so accurately it actually cuts hairs. Didn't deliberately design it to do that, but I discovered it did do that when I was trying to pull a hair out of my nose the other day. So you've got to make sure you grip it nice and tight, otherwise it's going to slide off the top and snip through your wires. Well, my one would. Right, so that's the old one on one side, and this is the new one, and it is actually a new one. So let's just reverse the process. Now what I'm going to do is, because this video is taking up too much my RAM, I'm going to do a half of this, so I'm going to pause it here and we're going to reverse the process. So this is Computer Wizards. I'm Jackadan, G-A-K-K-A-D-A-N. You get me at Gmail anytime under that name, or computer.wizards@gmail.com. And this has been another tutorial from me. Okay, bye for now.